Yeah. Good morning. We are seeing the thought management thought evolution process. In this, we completed the three theories, uh, which is related to the classical management and modern management. Today, we are seeing some behavioral theories or the motivational theories. Actually, the behavioral motivational theories are also come in modern management era, and it are three theories that which we are considering under this. One is in Maslow's hierarchical need theory, or it is also known a pyramid theory or hierarchical needs theory. And after that, we have an Herberg two-factor theory and Douglas McGregor X theory and Y theory. Now we start on Maslow's theory of hierarchy of human needs. So before coming to the Maslow's hierarchical theory, we need to understand what is motivation and how people will be motivated. I think you know very well motivation. It is a state of mind that filled with energy and enthusiasm to do a specified task or and to achieve a desired goal. Actually, in the organization, the managers used to motivate the employees by considering their motives. Motives are some factors which influence on individuals to behave in certain way. So motivation is required. Motivation, it is a process of committing an individual to do a specified task, or to commit the individual to do a specified task in a specified direction in the organization. For that, managers will identify the different motives, and by managing that motives, they used to manage the human resources into the organization. For that, a technocrat or engineers is needed to know that how people will be motivated into the organization, and for that we need to understand different psychological and demographic, psychographic, and geographic factors to be considered, and based on that, we need to develop an appropriate strategy to make an individual committed towards of a specified task. So here we are having, so we say there are the different theories are involved to understand the motivation. There are different psychologists, social psychologists, they studied the human behavior and formulated the different findings from various motivational theories. Some of the motivational theories which provides a greater understanding how people behave and what motivate to them. In that, the primary theory was Maslow's hierarchical theory. Abraham Maslow is a renowned for proposing the hierarchy of needs theory in 1943. This theory is classified the depiction of human motivation. It is also known as the pyramid theory. This theory is based on the assumption that there is a hierarchy of the five needs, which within each individual will follow. The urgency of these various needs make an individual committed towards of the particular task in the organization. If you see the pyramid, it starts with the physiological need, security need, love need, esteem need, and self-actualization needs. So let we'll examine all these theories. So usually people will follow from the lowest to the highest. So from psychological needs to the self-actualization needs, it will move. Coming to the point here, the physiological needs. When you come to the physiological needs, are like basic needs of the individual. Every individual will be motivated to satisfy initially the basic needs like food, clothes, shelter, and water, shelter, and other things. These are the basic needs where the individuals are satisfied with the basic amenities in their life. Then they try to move to the higher needs. So initially, people will be motivated with the physiological needs. So organizations first they need to satisfy the physiological needs so that the people will be motivated or committed towards a particular task. After the second need is in safety or security need. Once the individual got the satisfied with the physiological need, they move to the safety need or the security need. At this need, they include that is called physical, environmental, emotional safety and protection into their lives. Like for example, you say job security, financial security, protection for family, protection from animals, and family security, health security. These are all the safety needs. So once the physiological needs are satisfied, people will move to this next need, that safety need. When they have the job satisfaction, when they have the job security, family security, health security, and financial security, then employee think over to the next need, that is called the social need. And people will be motivated for every factor. And once the safety factor is satisfied, they move to the next need, that is called the social need. Under the social need, that the needs of love, affection, care, belongingness, and friendship. So here the individual try to satisfy they try to satisfy this need by mingling with others. I mean to say that by associating with others, either at the organization level or at the family level or at the society level, they try to make certain groups and he will expect some sort of affection and care from all the groups. So when he satisfied, when he is associated with all, when he is satisfied with the social need, then you move to the next need, that is called the esteem need. There are the esteem need. Esteem is nothing but feeling proud and pride towards of the something. Esteem needs are the two types. That is an internal esteem need and external esteem need. Internal esteem needs are self-respect, confidence, competency, achievement, and freedom. External esteem needs are recognition, power, status, attention, and admiration. So these are all it will be there internally and as well as the externally also. So he will expect certain sort of pride, certain sort of recognition, certain sort of status into the society and as well as in the organization. Same in the internally also. So he want he to be when these three needs are satisfied, physiological, safety, and social needs are satisfied, people will get certain sort of self confidence on them, and competencies. They try to develop their competencies and they have some achievement. With this, they try to expect certain sort of respect into the society. So once he receives that, and when all these needs are satisfied, then it moves to the highest level need in the Maslow's hierarchy, that called self-actualization need. This need urge to become what they are capable of being and what have the potentiality to become. See, every individual, like at this stage, needs like we can say Mother Teresa, Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi ji, Ambedkar, or you say that the people at higher level, the people who reach to the self-actualization, Vivekananda. So these people are capable of being and themselves. They have their potentiality. These are the examples that what I said, that called Abdul Kalam. These people are all at the highest level. They reach to the highest level. They satisfied all those four needs and they move to the highest level need. So basically, this need includes the desire for gaining more knowledge, social service, creativity, being aesthetic, and the self-actualization needs to be never fully satisfiable. And as an individual grows psychologically, opportunities keep growing up to continuous growing. There is no end for the self-actualization. So here, at this need, people are satisfied to do any sort of thing without any expectation. That is what the self actualization need. So these are the 5 needs. According to the Abraham Maslow, people will have certain sort of needs and all people will move into the same direction. But there are some criticisms also onto the Maslow's theory, where all the people may not be rational, and all the satisfied need may not motivate an individual to go to the higher level needs. And some people said that called the Maslow's hierarchy, the needs which they kept may not be suitable to all. No, everyone will not have the same, and their individual perception, individual motives, individual environment will have an influence on to them in ranking their needs or in making their criteria for achievements. So this is a fundamental theory, first theory which is proposed on the motivation, and Maslow's theory is the basic theory for all sort of motivational theories. Thank you. We'll see another theory of Hellberg two-factor theory in the next session. Thank you.